last time the road was fully constructed was about 50 years before we started. The road definitely needed to be rebuilt. It had many problems associated with it.
The corners were inadequate, they were too sharp, the vertical curves were too steep, the roadbed was degrading, so we were getting a lot of potholes. There's inadequate room for emergency pull-offs, there's no room for bicyclists, so they wanted to go through and make the road better for everybody to enjoy it.
The old road didn't have any shoulders. There is a lot of wildlife that goes back and forth across the road, so they needed to deal with that. It was a great experience. It's the first time I worked on a major highway reconstruction project, and I found YDOT very helpful. We did a lot of stuff together. We got a lot of things accomplished.
Obviously the trail impacts the city of DuBois by, this is the one route through the center of the state of Wyoming on the way to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks. Tourism is a big role player in DuBois's well-being.
Tourists are part of our economy, and we want to make sure that they do feel at home.
Citizens of the state of Wyoming were very concerned about this 38-mile road construction project because this highway, US 26-287, is the lifeblood of their economies. They depend on the traffic on this highway.
Doing road construction up on Togwotee Pass is very challenging because there's a lot of snow. Since there's so much snow, we have a lot of wetlands and different issues that we have to deal with up there that you don't see that many wetlands in most projects.
So it was a very iterative design process, and trying to do it as best we can to save money, but also to avoid all the environmental issues that come with wetlands. And there was also some places with Indian artifacts up there, so we had to miss them. We also had a group of concerned citizens that we kept on bringing back to review every set of plans we built.
Well, I think YDOT did a lot of background, in meetings and organizationals, and tried to get people involved from all of the communities around.
This area it's one of the most famous western snowmobile areas in the country. And so during the project we rebuilt snowmobile undercrossings for the three major places that the snowmobiles cross the highway. We put in large boxes for them to go through, just to increase the safety for people in vehicles and on snowmobiles. It just separates that traffic.
When this project first started, they said it was going to take 7 years to complete, and I thought that was an awful long time, but going up there and watching them do the construction, I can see why, because they had to move literally mountains, to straighten out the road and take some of the curves out.
This project was revolutionary in the sense that we had so many slides. We did a lot of different slide repairs. There's multiple slides. We also did a lot of wildlife crossings, which they don't do a lot in the state.
It was a great experience. This is the first time I worked on a major highway reconstruction project, and I found YDOT very helpful. We did a lot of stuff together. We got a lot of things accomplished. They were able to get the road in like they felt it needed to be, and we were able to get some things done as well.
One of the other major things that was done with the highway was the change in the speed limit, where we had a 65-mile-per-hour speed limit on the old, narrower road. Now that the road's a little wider and nicer, the speed limit, even though the road is wider and nicer, the speed limit was reduced, and that should help us with people's reaction time when wildlife are on the road. The structures that YDOT has enhanced here along the creeks and the Buffalo Fork River Bridge actually had documented some trophy game animals and moose moving underneath the bridges. So we're pretty excited that YDOT has stepped forward and expanded the lengths of the bridge, moved the height of the bridges up, and also built a wildlife arch on Rosie's Ridge.
YDOT builds roads, but rarely in the past have we actively engaged in a marketing campaign. We started working with local businesses to begin with, and citizens, government officials, tribal members, and tribal leaders to find out what's important to them about the highway. And then we started developing an entire marketing campaign that would deal with keeping traffic flowing on US 26-287. We had to use a variety of methods to market the highway through these communities. We've done a CD. It's been a very popular part of this road construction project. We've done radio spots. We've done TV spots. We've had a lot of fun with those TV spots. We had a fish involved in marketing the campaign, a cutthroat trout, which is a Wyoming native. We had people such as Roman Wyoming, construction cowboy. He has spent time walking up and down the traffic lines, talking to people, telling them stories, a joke or two, having a great time with travelers. Something new and innovative that WYDOT has never done, and it's probably been done very rarely in marketing projects, have been the use of ambassadors. And by ambassadors, we're talking about local people in each community, local people who live along this highway, who share their stories, share their love of Wyoming, share their love of this area, and then promote the ideas behind the road construction project.
The local marketing has helped a lot bring people into the area. I see it in the magazines and stuff.
I think the marketing efforts dispelled a lot of the uncertainty and questions about what was going to happen. And
if anything, the publicity and stuff the highway department's done has probably helped the visitations.
There were a lot of things online. You know, there's a regular Togwotee Trail website you could go to and find all kinds of information. They were very positive to everyone that stopped. They engaged the people waiting in line, and everybody did an awesome job making this the best construction project I've seen.
A lot of the out-of-town folks don't know what they're in for because it's such a beautiful place to drive.
There's a lot of things and ings to do up on the Togwotee Trail.
Love hiking up there. The wildflowers are phenomenal.
You could spend a whole summer in our area. It's not ever a one-time visit.
You can go snowshoeing, you can go gold panning.
Probably the most scenic wilderness road that they'll take in the country.
And the best view of the Tetons is from Togwotee Pass.
This area is well known for the bighorn sheep.
Horseback riding, they go ATVing. There's a lot of hiking, snowshoeing in the wintertime.
Hunting, snowmobiling, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, the list goes on and on.
It is the outdoor adventure of a lifetime because there's everything you can do here.
This is a great road, and it's been built on time and on budget.
The road is safer, wider. You know, it's still winding, it's still beautiful, but now it's a lot more functional, and I think it'll serve everybody.
It's wider, it's a more open road.
Oh, now that the road's done, it's very nice. We have a lot of compliments.
The collaboration that evolved with this project is pretty neat to see.
We're very proud to be involved. We're very proud of the effort that's been put into this project, and we're very proud of the communities in Wyoming who have helped us build this project.
It was a good partnership.
That it was great for us. I mean, in many of the businesses in town, it was a very positive impact.
To a word, it's awesome.
So take your time and enjoy. Don't speed by at full clip. Drive the Togwotee Trail.